because that's how you roll.
Alright, so we're in Neoplanet S, ladies and gentlemen, spawning in the top right position as the red Protoss player representing Team Dignitas in this final in the first ESET UK Masters qualifier for Season 2. It is DreaM. And his opponent, spawning in the bottom left-hand position as the purple Zerg player representing FM Esports. Good luck, have Batman. It is Shibby.
I would not give my opponent Batman. I'm sorry, like, that just seems really bad.
It does a little bit.
I would not want to be playing up against Batman.
That feels like an unfair advantage, I'm going to be honest.
Have you heard that they announced at Comic-Con yesterday that the lovely, amazing Superman 2 film, he's going to be fighting up against Batman.
Who's going to be the villain?
Batman.
Batman's the villain?
Yeah, or something.
I don't know that much about comic books, but I'm pretty sure Batman's one of the good guys.
Yeah, I know. It was only like a teaser bit. Basically, there's going to be Batman and Superman, and they're going to, like, fight or something like that.
But I'm going to be perfectly honest with you, Maddles. I saw the last Superman movie, like the newest one that just came out.
Yep.
I'm sorry, mate. Batman doesn't stand a frickin' chance.
I know, like, not even Iron Man would stand a chance against, like, Superman.
No,
and
Superman...
he has, like...
Yeah.
Thor might. Maybe.
No, Thor wouldn't.
Don't you reckon?
It might take him longer to die, but it'll still be equally one-sided.
Do you reckon? I reckon Thor v Superman would just be, like, a never-ending fight. Neither would win. Because Thor is still technically a god.
I guess. I don't know. I'd still give Superman the edge. I'm sure he'll find a way.
Anyway, StarCraft. We do have the gas being taken for Shibby because DreaM is going for that gateway expand. The Overlord has seen it all, and therefore knows that, okay, I've got to get my gas down, got to get speed out, may need to get a couple of lings in order to defend. Depends what DreaM does now, but DreaM already down there with the probe, grabbing those tasty minerals, and is then going to chuck down a Nexus. So everything going fine on DreaM's side. Shibby doing the right response. He doesn't need to take a third quite yet.
Yep. Absolutely fine here. He can see, of course, the Nexus going down with that Overlord right there. And he's not going to be terribly worried at this moment in time. Still with 2 drones on this extractor, so we'll keep an eye out for what Shibby's going to be doing with that gas a little bit later on here. And we have the Mothership core for DreaM this game, not being very aggressive at all, just patrolling outside his natural expansion.
That's fine. I can cope with that. DreaM, I am actually quite intrigued by the fact that DreaM went for the Gateway Expand on this map, because this has got to be a map built for Forge Fast Expanding. Look at how narrow the natural is.
Yeah.
It's ridiculously narrow. And going for that Gateway Expand, I'm not sure how I feel about it, because you almost want to force a Zerg player to try and take a quick third, because you can just go and harass it.
Well, it's not going to be happening on this particular occasion. In fact, the Overlord will see that the second and third gateways at the natural expansion are basically in plain sight, so no secrets being kept here, and DreaM is going to be putting down the Stargate inside his main base. So are we going to see potentially more Oracle play?
Well, we may do. It's a good map to do it on, as we saw previously. Shibby should have an easier time defending it, though, than Rockhot did in the semi-final, purely because he wasn't able to get in a solid spot pushing out on the map. But Shibby's got the queens there. Does only have the 3 queens at the moment. But, yeah, no spore callers or anything like that. Getting a very fast lair. This is very interesting with how DreaM is opening for Shibby to be going for that super quick lair.
It is indeed. If only that sentry wasn't on patrol, I'd be like, Nidus, because we can! But sadly, the top left position of the base is firmly covered off there, and we have got a Phoenix now being chrono boosted from DreaM. So we have a Gateway Expand into a Stargate opening coming out of here, and I love the fact that Pneumatized Carapace is coming down from Shibby. I've always been a big fan of this, being able to get your Overlords to move in and out of dangerous positions quickly. You might even be able to do it quickly enough to get away from 1 or 2 of these Phoenixes and maybe save an additional Overlord here.
Yeah, it's a good thing to do, and I am actually really glad that DreaM went for the Phoenix as opposed to the Oracle, because it's a much better build in my opinion. Oracles against Zerg, they're kind of luck, I don't want to say luck-based, but you do have to get a bit... It's a chance that they may deal a lot of damage, but if they don't, they're terrible. Phoenix, even if Spore Crawlers go down, you can still pick up these Overlords, deny scouting, deny map vision, harass, pick up the odd unit or two, keep coming in, keep that map awareness and the scouting. All very, very good.
And look at this. He's with those Overlords, thanks to the pneumatized Carapace, he actually got a completely full scout off of DreaM's base, even though there were multiple Phoenixes attacking him. And I suppose that in itself is almost worth it right there, and Shibbxyz has a small pack of links here around the third base location of DreaM that are looking pretty menacing indeed, waiting for an opportunity to come in and pick off a couple of workers.
Shibbxyz as well is getting out the Hydralisk, so these Phoenix are not going to have too much of a fun time. And interestingly, DreaM hasn't even started his robotics facility is just half done. So no Colossi are going to be out for a long time. That's a big window of opportunity, potentially, for the Zerg player in order to try and make his way in there and deal some big damage, because without Colossus, defending Ling Hydra is ridiculously hard.
Yeah, that's a great point, actually. And he's going to have to defend for a little while indeed if he wants to... Well, if he, to be honest, wants to stay alive in this game, if Shibbxyz is quite ambitious on 2 bases, then he could absolutely go for a massive push. But he is taking a third now in the northern location, continuing with very, very good creep spread, it has to be said. It seems like we might get a situation where there could be a timing on the cards here, because 5 more Hydras are popping out. Muscular Augments have also just finished. I'm just waiting to see if Shibbxyz is going to explode in supply, but he's about to supply block himself very, very heavily.
Yeah, this is not the ideal time to get supply blocked, if there is such a thing. But of course, the Phoenix are coming back in towards the main base now. Shibbxyz, in terms of defense, he's got a Spore, but the Queen is not hugging it. It's going to get instantly taken out. This is really frustrating now. And oh, the Overlords pop out straight in front of the Phoenix. The Phoenix could have even opted to try and take those out as long as he microed it. And this is going to prompt Shibbxyz now to go and try and be aggressive, but with the Photon Overcharge there, he's going to struggle to break through the wall.
Yeah, there's not much he can do right now. Void Ray coming out from DreaM. I feel like once Photon Overcharge expires, where's the Mothership Core? Is there enough energy for another one? Yes, there is, actually. So I feel like DreaM can technically hold this at bay for quite a while. But the DPS from these Hydras are not insignificant right now. If you take a look, just army versus army, Shibbxyz has got the DPS to break through here, but the positioning is in favor of DreaM.
Yeah, Shibbxyz also has his third up in that top position, but trying to simultaneously take his fourth. His economy isn't that great. If we take a look at the worker count as well, Shibbxyz is only ahead by 5 drones. Yes, he's got 9 in production now, but this is a long period of time where actually DreaM's had an equal economy. He's scouted out that the 4th base is here, and frankly is going to keep up the aggression, keep up being a pain, knows the evolution timings and things like that. So even with 1-1 coming down here for Shibbxyz and the Rotron and the Hive, I still feel this for DreaM, currently anyway.
Well, we'll see. I mean, right now, the one really cool thing that I think Shibbxyz has done is he knows that even while he's not able to break into the natural expansion, he has been able to keep DreaM at home. And as a direct result of this, he's just gone ahead and say, I'm taking my 4th base, herpty-derp, on the bottom of the map. What are you going to do about it? And right now, there's not a lot DreaM can do about it, because those Colossi, like you mentioned before, Mattles, were delayed by so much.
And that's the trouble. The Colossi... If Shibbxyz couldn't end this game when there weren't Colossi out, how's he going to do it when there is?
That's a good point. Like,
it will come down to positioning. Obviously, DreaM did a great job defending it, but I think Shibbxyz should have been more aggressive with the opening he went for, because now this timing, before the Vipers are out for DreaM, is going to be very strong.
That could actually be a very big point. The 4th base now, he's not even going to try and defend it. Look at that. So I think you might be proved right here on this occasion, Mattles. There's just nothing Shibbxyz can do about this. But can DreaM push further? Because bear in mind, he's still only on 2 bases. Shibbxyz is still on 3. This isn't an absolute disaster for him. He just needs to wait to see if there's an opportunity to maybe take some of these units off guard. And he is getting Vipers in production now. DreaM hasn't started the 3rd base.
No, he hasn't. He's actually committing a lot to this push. He needs to get that 3rd base up fairly soon. He has scouted the base in the north as well, so he knows that that was the 4th.
Oh, those 4th units!
Oh, they are right there. And now we see, of course, that the Colossi dealing a huge amount of damage. And this is the meat grinder that you never want to see as a Zerg. It's that these Colossi just start pushing in. There are 2 Colossi there, and that is all. But look at the damage they are able to do, Jarosar. Steamrolling their way forward. Shibbxyz just trying to get out enough units to defend this.
Do we have an abduct? We do have an abduct from that Viper. Is it going to be enough? There, the Colossi in the back. Still trying to consume from the hatchery. Here we go. The mothership core getting abducted first. And continuing to consume more. Don't forget defender's advantage here. But is it going to work out for Shibbxyz? He is fighting against a massive tide of Protoss units here. 14 Lings and another Hydra on the way. Are we going to see another abduct? He needs one right now against one of the Colossi because they're doing so much damage. He's down to 108. Can DreaM just do it here?
Oh, the Viper gets sniped off by the Phoenix. Brilliant play there by DreaM. Means that he cannot get abducted. And there is the GG from Shibbxyz.